Newsy.com is reporting that the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, has warned that Canada may cut energy exports to the United States in response to President-elect Donald Trump's proposed 25% tariffs on Canadian imports. Ford said, "We will go to the extent of cutting off their energy, going down to Michigan, going down to New York State, and over to Wisconsin. I don't want this to happen, but my number one job is to protect Ontarians and Canadians as a whole." In this video, we assess Ford's remarks, among others. Trump wrote, on January 20th, "As one of my many first executive orders, I will sign all necessary documents to charge Mexico and Canada a 25% tariff on all products coming into the United States and its ridiculous open borders." Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau recently traveled to Florida to meet with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. Canadian officials have since stressed the importance of their trade relationship with the U.S., noting that Canada is a key supplier of crude oil, electricity, and critical minerals. Retaliatory tariffs, among other actions, would be expected if Trump's threats are enacted. Trudeau said, "We're going to work together to meet some of the concerns. But ultimately, it is through lots of real constructive conversations with President Trump that I am going to have that will keep us moving forward on the right track for all Canadians." Trudeau added, "It is important to understand that Donald Trump, when he makes statements like that, he plans on carrying them out. There's no question about it." Ford stated, "We need to be ready. We need to be ready to fight. This fight is coming 100% on January 20th or January 21st. Chrystia Freeland, Deputy Prime Minister, said, "A number of premiers offered strong support for a robust Canadian response that included some of the premiers proactively naming critical minerals and metals that their provinces produce and which are exported to the United States." Freeland and Public Safety Minister Dominic LeBlanc said, "Today, Canada buys more from the United States than China, Japan, France, and the UK combined. Canada is essential to U.S. domestic energy supply, and last year 60% of U.S. crude oil imports originated in Canada." Trump's return to the White House has raised questions over the future of the U.S. Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, which is set for renewal in 2026. Ford has advocated for a bilateral agreement between Canada and the U.S. that excludes Mexico, citing concerns over Mexico's trade practices. Ford said, "Since signing on to the USMCA, Mexico has allowed itself to become a backdoor for Chinese cars, auto parts, and other products into Canadian and American markets. If Mexico isn't going to play by the rules, they shouldn't have a seat at the table." Ford added, "You're either with Beijing or you're with Washington. And I can tell you, Ontario and Canadians, they're with Washington,